blood of my blood be good enough for you, goddess? And such sweet eyes as hers are burdened with the bitterness of my misfortune. Goddess of theater and wine, may her blood run quick and cold to numb the pain of my works. And send forth what no debt collector could ever seize. That I'd take my own life to offer, were it payment enough. The bell invites me.
Is this a dagger, which I see before me?
Whitney?
The handle towards my hand?
Whitney, come on, open up. Not funny anymore. Baby? Just talk to me, baby, alright?
Come. Let me clutch thee.
Whitney, could you just say something, please?
I have thee not, and yet I see thee still.
Whitney? Baby, could you just say something, please?
Thou marshaled me the way that I was going. And such an instrument I was to use. 'Tis the bloody business which informs us to mine eyes.
Open the fucking door!
Now the one half-world nature seems dead. And wicked dreams abuse the curtained sleep.
You want to talk to me?
Witchcraft celebrates pale Hecate's offerings. And withered murder, alarmed by his sentinel the wolf, whose howls his watch thus with his stealthy pace. With Tarkin's ravishing strides towards his design, moves like a ghost. Hear not my steps which way they walk, and take the present whore from the time which now suits with it. Whiles I threat, he lives. I go, and it is done. The bell invites me. Hear it not, Duncan, for it is a knell that summons thee to heaven or to hell.
I let it into my home. I let it into my home. Let a long way down. Let a long way down. I let it in from the cold. I let it in from the cold. Let a long way down. Let a long way down.
Whitney, that new guy I was telling you about, this shit's crazy. He shows up.
First day, I try running some of our basic stuff by him. Guess what?
isn't no python. Oh, Python, it's what we run basically everything on at work. Oh! Audition, how was it?
It was okay, I guess.
I'm sure you did great, babe.
Yeah, I just hate not knowing.
Mm-hmm. What's up?
Nothing? Edgar?
Is this a dagger? Which I see before me. The handle towards my hand. Come, let me clutch thee. I have thee not, and yet I see thee still. Art thou? Fatal vision. Sensible to feeling as to sight, or art thou my thrall? Proceeding from the heat oppressive brain. I see thee. In form as palpable as this which I now draw. Such an instrument I was used.
Hi, Whitney, right?
Yeah.
Come in. I'm Terrence Durand. I'm the director of the play.
Nice to meet you, Tara.
It's Whitney Bennett. Is that right?
Yes.
And you live around here, Whitney?
I live off of Belmont and Turner.
That's a sketchy area. Is that dangerous for a young gal like yourself?
We do our best.
I want to ask you a question of a personal nature. You don't have to answer it if you don't want to. I've been asking all the actresses I'm auditioning for this role. Do you have someone in your life? Are you in a relationship?
I have a boyfriend.
And does he work in the theater? Does he understand this world?
No, he works in software engineering, but he tries.
The reason I ask, and I'm sure the casting notice was clear about this is a highly secretive production. The play's never been performed before. Opening night's going to be the first time anyone in the world has ever seen it. So there's a moratorium on talking about it.
What play is it?
As sort of an experiment, we're going to be living here for 2 months while we rehearse this play, day in and day out, living and breathing the material. One big, happy, fucking, twisted family.
That sounds nice.
It's a bit like group theater.
Yeah,
You've heard of that
yeah.
before? That doesn't bother you.
No.
That's good. But something's bothering you. You can speak freely. Sorry.
It's just I've never heard of you.
You've never heard of me. Have you heard of a lot of theater directors?
I'm familiar with a few, yeah.
Well, full disclosure, this is not my first creative endeavor, but it is my first play to direct.
Okay.
You may be asking yourself, well, you haven't paid any dues. How did you get this job? And that's a legitimate question. Doesn't mean I'm the wrong man for the job, though, does it?
Of course not.
I mean, you and I are going to have to ignore the naysayers this entire production will. People who cry nepotism, or in your case, objectification.
Objectification?
Yeah. People will assume you got the job because you're beautiful. Let me ask you a different question. What sacrifices do you think main stage actors in big roles like this would make to give a great performance on stage? What lengths do you think they should go to?
I'm not sure what you're meaning by that question.
What I mean is, most people say they would run into a burning building to save a life, and yet the building's on fire, nobody's running in. Acting, as I understand it, takes an enormous toll on the mind, body, and spirit. And in this production, in your role in particular, I'm going to push the boundaries of what your mind, body, and spirit can take. Are you listening? Whatever actress I cast in this role will run right into the burning building.
Is the material dark?
Yes. The playwright killed himself shortly after he finished writing it. So yeah, it's a little bleak. Sure, is that a problem?
I think I'm your girl.
You think?
I'm your girl.
Good. Let's try a scene.
Okay, so tell me again, you're going to do what? You're going to live there now?
I don't know. Nobody's actually ever seen the play before, so I don't know what it's about.
You don't know the play?
No.
So then, like, how do you know? Like, do you think it'll be any good?
They're putting a lot of money into it. So I guess.
Mm-hmm. I guess I just don't see why you want to do this.
What do you mean?
I just think things would be a lot better for both of us if we lived together.
That has nothing to do with what we're talking about right now.
Mm-hmm. You're going to live in this theater for 2 months in a dressing room with people you don't know, in a production you know nothing about.
Okay, and I'm going to come back when it's done.
But is that what you really want?
It's $50,000 plus 7% of box office.
Since when do I not take care of anything
I
that
can
needs
take care
taking
of
care of?
myself, or at least I could before you called an ambulance for me and put me in $30,000 of medical debt.
You were going to die, Whitney.
Open the fuck!
You were going to die, Whitney. And I make enough for us to have a life together.
That's not.
What?
That's not what I.
Well, there it is. You can keep the hoodie.
Am I disturbing you?
No.
Listen to this. What do you think of this?
That's beautiful.
All right, this is just for you. Not for the others, for you. This means the world to me, and I want to share it with you. This is a piece that's very important to me. It's my favorite musician nobody's ever heard of. His name is Peter Polansky Ivanov. He's a violinist and composer, early 1900s Russia. Died in total obscurity in a tragic factory accident. Nobody ever really heard him play even when he was alive. Never played in front of live crowds, etc., etc. However, about 100 years after he died, another musician, a guy named Sebastian Deckard from Bristol, discovered his original Ivanov's original sheet music in Russia. He adapted it, he spun it, he made it his own. That version of this song is one of the most amazing things I've ever heard. We're putting it in this show, the most anticipated theatrical event maybe of this decade. And the thing that moves me the most about it is that Ivanov never would have dreamed that modern audiences would hear his music, it would resonate with them in a million years. But he did it anyway. And here it is. I'm going to send it to you.
Yeah. It's
No,
beautiful.
no. Listen. Imagine writing that and never knowing if anybody else would ever hear it.
Yeah. Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, I would want to do this play too, even if no one was ever going to see it. So.
That's the spirit. That's why I wanted you to hear it. He calls this piece Krav Pistrokia, which means blood of the ghost. I'm going to send this to you now. I'll see you at rehearsal.
You big movie star. What? Hey, Cherry Bomb. You must be Whitney.
Yeah.
I like that jacket.
Oh, thank you.
So how long ago was it that you worked with them?
It was about 6 years.
Oh, okay. So it's been a minute.
Yeah, one of his last films, I think it was Silhouette.
Okay. How was it?
I mean, I didn't play a big part in the whole thing, but it was just nice to see him do his thing. I'm very, very excited.
How are you? It's been a while.
So what have you been up to?
Have you heard anything about this play?
A little. A little.
Man, we'll get something good. Somewhere close to strong.
My name is Terence Durand. I am the director of this play, Scorning Roses by the late Hewlett J. Grant. Unfortunately, our executive producer, esteemed though he is, couldn't be here this evening, so it falls to me to lay it all down for you. Yes, this play is a collaboration between the Paris Hall Theater and the Cookie Cutter Theater Company, etc., etc. None of that fucking matters. Here are the things to remember. The reason you haven't heard of this play is because it's never been performed in the 15 years since it was written. Not once. And at the express request of the Grant estate, the moment we close this play, we're going to burn every single fucking script, and the play will never, ever be performed again. I have NDAs for you to sign. Before you do, consider this. You want to be a part of this? You'll live in this theater, rehearse in this theater for the duration of the production until the moment we close. No exit allowed. Take an hour. Read the script. If for whatever reason you don't want to be a part of this, the exit for the building is through those curtains and to the left. Off you go into the good night, no questions asked. But if I come back in an hour and you're still here, I will assume you want to be part of this ride. The whole ride. Wherever that may lead us. Enjoy the read. I'll see you in 60 minutes.
Wonderful. Are you playing Penny?
I think so, yeah.
That's so fucking cool.
What are you playing?
Delina.
Oh.
Your sister.
Oh, the sister.
Yeah. How unfortunate. Hey, only on the stage, am I right?
That's time, ladies and gentlemen. Any objections?
When do we start?
You know, I actually already have measurements on myself, if that's helpful.
No, not necessary. I like to start from scratch. Arms out. Service industry?
Barista.
Yeah, you smell like coffee grounds and dish sanitizer. You should work on that. Arms up. Yeah, this is a brave thing you're doing here.
Brave?
Yeah. The last girl that played Penny in Scorning Roses, she died. It's a pretty gruesome death I hear. Hold your breath. Keep holding. It's tragic, you know? Such a young girl dying at such a young age. She likely wasn't as much of a showstopper as yourself.
But wait, I thought it could only be performed once. So how is there another production?
Oh, honey. There wasn't another production. She died during rehearsals.
Richard of York has captured King Henry. Father, what are we going to do?
It's a war, Penny. There's nothing much we can do.
Will we side with Lancaster or House York?
It doesn't matter.
What do you mean it doesn't matter?
Father doesn't seem to care about the war ever since he got a visit from Dionysus.
Dionysus? What news does she bring?
It's not news.
She demands a sacrifice, or our house will fall in the war. I'm not sure I understand. Who's going to be reading Dionysus?
It's important to remember that this is interpretive and that all of the conversations are told through soliloquies.
But won't that confuse the audience?
Not at all. I have great faith in the modern audience. They'll be able to wrap their mind around it. Just stay with the concept, Philip.
Well, I'll be blankly saying my lines to the crowd as if I'm speaking to someone that isn't there.
No, you are saying your lines as if they are here. Do you understand? I'm not going to trim this play down if I don't have to. We're going to perform this motherfucker as is. Okay? Whitney, you're right on point. Marco! It's mud out there. Can you give me some more lights? I thought that was a fantastic first reading.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. We may have lightning in a bottle.
Yeah, it felt good.
I have to say, I'm always stunned that you have nothing in your dresser.
I've just never been one for a bunch of stuff, you know?
You're full of surprises, very mysterious. I know you're going to do a reading with Phil in a bit, and I wanted to say, I know he can be intimidating sometimes, but ignore all that shit. You be yourself and you'll be fine.
Can do.
All right.
Oh, hey. Is it true that Scorning Roses was attempted before?
Yeah, once. Things didn't go well, they closed the play. That's all I know.
Is it safe?
Is it safe? It's 3 actors and a set piece. How dangerous can it be?
You're right, it's a silly question.
No such thing as a silly question. We're in this together. I'll see you out there.
I hope you'll understand that I'll be referring to you as Penny for the duration of the production, and I won't be breaking character until after we've finished.
Okay.
Scorning Roses by Hewlett J. Grant. A father must choose which of his daughters to sacrifice to the goddess Dionysus to pay his debts and survive the War of the Roses with his family. It's a load of rubbish, but it's something to work with, I suppose.
I think it's beautiful.
It's Faust, with some extra steps, some David Mamet undertones, and the decision to make Dionysus a goddess instead of a god, that's a bit political for my taste.
Well, I heard that Grant killed himself shortly after writing it, so...
I would too, if I wrote something so atrocious. Tell me about your father.
Why?
I'm playing your father. Now, tell me about yours.
I didn't know my father, so I don't...
Stop doing that thing, Penny.
What thing, father?
That thing where you breathe and sigh before you say something.
I can do whatever I want, so...
If you want to translate your boredom to the audience from the stage, then be my guest.
Well, maybe I will, sir.
I liked it better when you called me father.
And I liked it better when you were in character.
Shy, little wide-eyed actress has a little bite in it, doesn't she?
Yeah. I'm a mutt.
And what pound did Terrence pull this mutt from?
Oh, well, east side by the bay. Where did he find you at?
I go wherever I want. Luxurious top bill pay with no awards to speak of.
Well, it's not about the awards.
Wait until your colleagues start winning them. Throw me a line.
Okay. Father, I don't want to die.
That's too deep. We'll get there, but something more seductive.
It's a father and daughter.
It's how you play it. Come on.
Okay. Well, I'm not really interested in taking my role play out of the bedroom, so...
You're an actress. I mean, fuck. One could argue that acting is more vulnerable than sex. Come on.
Okay, Father, what did you do to upset Dionysus?
I haven't upset her, Penny. She's given us everything we have.
But there was a loss.
Dionysus gave us these lands, this homestead, you and your sister, immeasurable wealth. If I wanted to, I could buy the Lancasters' army, and I very well may.
Have you grown so blind to greed that you forget about Mother?
Use your mother against my choices one more time, and I'll strike you across your face so hard you wish you'd gone with her to the lockers of hell.
Well, maybe I want you to, Father.
Bitch. Now that was good. That was good. Another line, please.
Why don't you pick the scene?
Hey, you. What you doing?
I'm getting ready for bed.
Today is our first day as paid actors. I think we can get away with a little celebration.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Come on. The Sisters of Parish can't have a drink together before our big scene tomorrow?
Oh, okay. Oh god. I haven't drank straight vodka since high school.
Ugh. Are you the superstitious type?
I think that the things in your head are a lot scarier than any of the paranormal.
People say Squirting Roses is haunted.
Okay, they say that about literally every theater, everywhere, so I mean, come on. Are they all haunted? Come on.
I like you. You're different from everyone else.
You mean like everyone in the theater?
Yes. But also in general. Theater people can be so stingy. Pretentious. That's the word.
I guess the most pretentious word, you know.
Fucking exactly.
Jeez. Pretentious, huh?
What's wrong?
I put everything I have on the line to get here. They don't know that.
Like, they don't know that sacrifice. But, you know, I'm gonna show them.
Hey, so sometimes the best we have to offer doesn't come from sacrifice. It comes from love.
Wouldn't be any love I've ever known.
The world ends when people choose greatness over love.
I can't.
Oh. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No. No. No.
Blood of my blood, be good enough for you, goddess. And such sweet eyes as hers are burdened by the bitterness of my fortune. Goddess of theater and wine, may her blood run quick and cold to numb the pain of my works, and bring forth what no debt collector could seize. That I'd take my own life were it payment enough.
Father, I don't want to die.
Hold. I'm sorry to stop you.
Was that okay?
What do you think?
It felt okay.
It felt all right. Well, that's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do it again.
Okay.
Blood.
No, I'm sorry, not you, Philip. I'm sorry. Whitney, let's take that line again.
Okay, from Father, I don't want to die.
Yes.
Father, I don't want to die.
What does that mean?
It means that Penny is afraid of death?
No, it means that you're afraid to die, not Penny.
Okay, Father, I don't...
No, I don't want you to go again. Philip, if you'll indulge me for just a second. Whitney, presumably you're a trained theater actress, so you'll be familiar with the concept of subtext. So given that context, why do you think Penny says this? What do you think she means when she says, I don't want to die?
That she doesn't know what's on the other side?
Yeah, no. Let me put it to you this way. Why did you become an actress? Why do you want to act on the stage?
I love it. I've been doing it for a long time.
Why?
It feels good to accomplish something, right?
Accomplish something. Well, you can accomplish something doing anything, really. I mean, you could be a plumber and fix a sink. You could be a mechanic, fix a car, work on a ranch, drive a fence post into the ground. Why do you want to be an actress?
It feels like something that I'm good at.
That's a bullshit fucking answer. You train for this like you train for anything else. But why this specifically?
I enjoy it. Like, I don't know what you want me to say.
Like your mother enjoyed it when she walked away from a very promising stage career to have you.
What the hell does this have to do with my mother?
Aren't you walking in her shoes?
No, I do this because I need to do it. It has nothing to do with
Why?
her.
Why do you need this?
Because need to survive.
Survive. We're all gonna fucking die.
I just want my name to mean something.
You want your name to mean something. Fucking A. And that is what Penny wants. Now say it again, like Penny would say it.
Father, I don't want to die.
Do it again.
Father, I don't want to die.
Do it again.
Father, I don't want to die.
Yes.
Ooh.
Everybody take 5. Marco, that's lunch for you.
The bell invites me. I liked your audition. The Scottish play performed by a woman. Obviously untraditional, but it stood out. The material contains a certain kind of madness, which I suppose is what's needed for this kind of role that you play. A little madness goes a long way, don't you think?
Who are you?
Edgar Bentley, producer. Do you mind putting the knife down, please?
Oh, yes, sorry.
No need. You're way too pretty to scare me. You're a bit pale in the face. We need you to come alive on stage. I suppose Terrence didn't just hire a pretty face.
Is there anything that you need more of in my performance?
Well, technique, Miss Whitney. Acting is behaving truthfully under imaginary circumstances.
Meisner.
Correct. But what if the actor was so lost in his performance that the circumstances became more and more authentic? What if it was absolutely impossible to separate what was reality and what was mere performance?
Well, then I wouldn't be acting anymore.
Just pure emotion. I advise you to tread lightly within these walls. Not everything is as it may appear. I'm sure you've heard the
Why
rumors.
is there a real knife?
Fear motivates people. Fear, Whitney, motivates people. Fear.
Josh?
Whitney,
Hey, what's up?
just got home. Thought I'd see how you're doing.
I mean, I'm okay, I guess.
Look, I just wanted to say I'm sorry for being kind of selfish.
Whitney, you there?
Whitney,
What are you doing here?
I need to speak to you.
What the fuck are you doing here?
What did you call me? I need you to listen to me. You need to leave now.
What are you talking about?
Listen to me. I'm trapped in here, and I can't get out.
Trapped here by what?
The one inside these walls.
What the fuck are you talking about?
The next time I see you, I won't remember this. Sometimes in death, the name only lives in the memory of living. I need you to trust me. You need to leave now. I'm trying to help you.
Edgar, what's going on?
The bell invites me.
Help you! Open the door! Whitney! Open the fucking door! Whitney!
I'm trying to help you.
Don't just go away!
Open the door! Whitney! Whitney! Please! Open
It's fucking cold. I wanted to gather everybody here this morning to tell you all. Good morning, Whitney. Would you sit down, please? I'm just going to rip the Band-Aid off. I wanted to tell everybody at the same time that Jessie has backed out. She packed her bags and left this morning.
But she seems so enthusiastic.
She said the play wasn't really her style, whatever the fuck that means.
Well, it is a small production.
I'm sorry, what was that, Philip? A small production? Are we too small for you? Can this theater contain your genius? Listen, the 21st century has never seen a play like this. Doesn't matter how small. Think about that and get your fucking mind right.
So what do we do now?
What we do now is Philip and Whitney are going to run their scenes. Marco, I want to do a cue to cue if you don't mind, sir.
Yes, sir.
And Amber, since you asked, I'd love to see a bunch of new costumes in the next couple hours.
Get it.
I'm going to get on the horn and see who else I can find. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Ain't good enough for you, goddess. Such sweet eyes as hers. It demonstrated my fortune. Goddess, fear and wine. Send ordinary collectors.
Philip. Philip.
Invites me.
You must be Whitney. Come, have a seat.
What's going on?
You look like you could use a drink.
Is this some kind of sick joke?
I just want to have a talk. Now sit down.
Am I dreaming?
How old are you?
What's happening?
Do you know Anna Mendieta?
No.
Young woman, born in Havana. Performance artist, painter, sculptor. Died falling from the 34th floor of her apartment building. Eva Hesse. Artist, sculptor. Died of a brain tumor. Van Gogh. Shot himself with a revolver. Died 2 days later. History has a way of singing the songs of dead men while neglecting those of the woman. But that's beside the point.
What is the point?
Art outlives us.
Am I here to die?
No. No, Whitney. You're here to live longer than you can possibly imagine.
Dreams?
But
You can call me Philip.
Philip, what are you doing here?
Oh, you sounded like you were in some distress.
Yeah, I was having a nightmare.
Dreaming about the show?
Sort of.
You know, one of my acting coaches back in the 80s, Freddie, he always used to say that the ghosts of the actors that came before you haunted the stage from underneath. And when you're out there with that sinking feeling out in front of everyone, that's the ghosts. Gnawing at you, scolding you, mocking you, reminding you that you ain't shit. Now, what Freddie says got a little bite to it. 'Cause the truth stings a little. And all our ghosts ought to be scaring us into knowing that. But you want fame, power, and fortune. Now that favors the bold. And the boldest thing of all is to remember that we've all got our ghosts. And everyone's afraid. So go out, scare everyone, and they'll pay you to do it. They'll kiss your feet. And they'll put roses on your grave.
If my father's love were my purpose, I'd have found a life worth living. Yet my days are numbered higher, my dams to give become fewer. Dionysus bends my father to scorn roses he never watered, just like hell will do for a woman whose father was
Hold there,
held.
please. I'm sorry, Whitney. Marco, kick up the lights a bit. Thank you, sir. Back up a few lights.
Okay. Dionysus bends my father to scorn
Let me
roses
stop
he...
you right there. Take a breath. Let's do it again.
Okay. Dionysus bends my father to scorn roses he never
I know what
watered.
it is. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Whitney, to stop you again. It's not you. I mean, I need more out of this. I'll explain why. Marco! Can you make it a little brighter, please? More fucking light. Thank you, sir. One more time, please.
Dionysus bends my father to scorn roses.
That's the word. Bends. That's the word I want you to punch. Hammer the word bends. I'll tell you why. Try it again.
Okay. Dionysus bends my father to scorn roses he never...
Don't sound like you give too much of a shit. Remember, fuck your father. Fuck Dionysus. Fuck the gods. Give it to me again.
Dionysus bends my father to scorn roses.
It's not a joke, Whitney. Don't make it a joke.
Did you hire me to be an actor or a puppet?
No. I hired you to be a lead in this play because I believe in you. I'm trying to help you. I want to see your theatrical career take off like a fucking rocket, or it can die right here and go down like a Japanese Zero on fire. Listen to me. Do what I ask you to do. All of a sudden, you're the lead in a Hewlett Grant play, and so you don't need a director? You're the shit? Is that where we are? Do what I ask you to do for the reasons I ask you to do it. Trust me.
It's my part, and I'm going to play it the way I know it needs to be played.
Marco,
okay?
hang a fucking disco ball. I don't care anymore. I'm going to take 10. Good luck with that.
All right. Can I help you?
Hi. You must be Whitney. I'm playing your sister, Delana.
You what?
Is something wrong?
No. Sorry, they just didn't tell me that you were stopping by.
I'm so excited to work with you. I heard so many great things.
From who?
Mostly Amber. I heard the last actress quit unexpectedly.
Yeah,
It is what it is. I'm sorry to hear that. You wouldn't happen to know why she quit, would you?
stage fright?
Well, I'm not going anywhere, hon.
Oh, okay.
Oh, don't forget, storms are brewing. Be sure to bring your umbrella tomorrow night. Such a simple way to meet the end, isn't it?
Hardly simple.
Cutthroat, cold, bitter, and nothing.
Accent is killing me.
They say it stings.
Life stings. Why should death be any different?
Suppose they all define you, don't they?
What?
Cutthroat, cold, bitter, and nothing.
My blood is worth our father's wealth. And he spent it all on knives, coats, booze, and whores. So cutthroat, cold, bitter, and nothing is the cancer of a cloth we are both cut from. Say it again.
Whitney?
No.
Are we going off book?
I like the way you say it.
Whitney,
say it again.
what are you doing?
Cutthroat,
Cold,
cold,
bitter, and nothing.
and nothing.
All right. What the fuck are you doing? Give me the knife.
I need more fear
Let
in
me
her
have the
eyes.
knife. Did you cut yourself?
I'll be fine.
It's not fine. We have a preview tomorrow night. I need you in one piece. This theater's going to be full of producers and colleagues.
I can do it another way.
Go to the dressing room, work
sure
on your
that a cut
fucking
or two-
accent.
I am sure that a cut or two will not diminish your
I
sacrifice,
don't need
okay?
your blood on the stage.
Yet.
Everybody take 10. Hey. Can I come in?
Sure. I'm not sorry.
Shocker. Listen, let's just put this to bed. I want to have you and the rest of the cast and the crew to my house tonight for dinner at 8 o'clock as a way of saying thanks.
Jade mentioned it already.
Oh, good. Look, I just don't want what happened.
It's okay.
All right. Whitney, if I haven't told you, you are doing excellent work.
Thank you.
If I'm being honest, I told her, and I actually heard myself say, you can have the rest of the outfit back, but I want the boots. I've never asked for those before or since, but I had to have.
Nice. I think the play poses a fascinating question with Penny's monologue.
You do?
We are all just men and women who don't know what we want. It's simple and potent.
Okay, so what's the question?
Well, If we're all just people who don't know what we want, what drives us? And the play answers that question. And the most suicidal cases, everyone wants to keep living. Nearly everybody who jumped off the Golden Gate Bridge and survived said that they regretted it the second they jumped off.
That's interesting.
Survival is our primary instinct. And that's the instinct that Penny is dealing with. Penny is having to come to terms with her death sentence, a sentence she's gonna serve having done nothing wrong.
The play's contemporary. I wouldn't give it that much credit.
Why not? Contemporary art has all the archives of history to pull from, an advantage that past art didn't have.
Art has the advantage of the past having already done it. It doesn't necessarily make it better.
Do you not like the play?
Good question.
I like the material, but I'm in the production. I can't speak for the art itself standing out on opening night. All I know is Hewlett J. Grant was a drunk who spent most of his life homeless and obsessed with Greek gods.
Most great writers I can think of were drunks and obsessed with history.
Yeah, but this is the new world. The best kind of actors and artists are the ones that deliver vision and execute something professionally. It doesn't necessarily have anything to do with uncut charisma. With the internet, things have been changing for a long time. People don't look at art the same way they used to.
Art will always be valued by the artist and the artists within us all who view it.
Not to be condescending, but that sounds a little naive.
That was really condescending.
So much for executing vision and being professional.
You walked into it.
Okay,
Oh.
all right. Before we go too far down that rabbit hole, I don't want to circle back because that was just getting good. I want to say before the night is over to each and every one of you how much I appreciate you participating in this production. I'll start with you, Whitney. I have to say the way you filled Penny's shoes, it's a precision performance. Jade, I think you're the puzzle piece none of us knew were missing. About the best way I can put that. Philip, good sir, your unwavering commitment to a gut-wrenching fucking performance. Thank you. Gracias, amigo. Marco, told you this many times. I'll say it out loud and embarrass you in front of everybody else. You are the living embodiment of the fact that showing up is not the same thing as being on time. Couldn't do it without you. Thank you. And Amber, the colors you've infused this production with wouldn't be the same without you either. I want to make a toast because I think we're going to knock it out of the fucking park tomorrow night. The bell invites me.
Bell invites me.
The bell even invites you. Yes.
Well, it's been a pleasure so far. And I just want to thank everyone for having me on board.
Back to Jade, ladies and gentlemen.
So Jade, tell us how you got into acting.
Oh, God.
Well, my parents worked at the theater, and my dad had me in children's plays since I was little.
Okay, that makes sense why you're such a natural now, too.
Thank you so much.
Oh, she's natural, huh?
Hark the forest sounds.
She is natural.
Yeah. Her mommy and daddy owned a theater, and so of course she's a natural.
Penny! That is inappropriate.
Okay, fuck off, Philip. Fuck off with your method acting bullshit. My name is not Penny. It is Whitney, and you're not Father, and you're definitely no Daniel Day.
More wine for Whitney. More wine.
Okay. You're cut from the same cloth, fucker.
Is it my turn now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, look, inherited wealth, like family money. I'm sure that they got you into some prestigious art school, right? And you're directing a play for your debut that most people would kill themselves for, and you probably barely had to lift a finger, right? Just spoiled, rich, entitled man who I'm surprised can even speak so much with that silver spoon still crammed in your mouth.
Wow.
Like, you all are sitting here talking about art, but you're all just a bunch of fucking yuppies. Like, what the fuck do you even know about anything?
Speak for yourself. I'm from Midwest nowhere.
Okay. I know. I am the only one here that's actually from nowhere and nothing. I had to audition, crawl my way, like, through unpaid work, and all just to barely be able to pay my bills at the end of the month.
Okay.
And my reward for all of this, is watching my dreams die every time I look in the fucking mirror.
On behalf of Manavision, I'd like to apologize.
Like, you think you know what acting is? You all think you know, but you don't. You don't have to act like you give a shit. But you're garbage like people. You know what? Fuck you. Fuck all of you, okay?
You are embarrassing yourself.
You know, I've been an embarrassment my whole life, so why should now be any different?
You need to go home and get some rest. Go home.
I can do whatever I want.
You're not going to do whatever you want in my home. I'm going to call you a cab. You hear me?
I don't need a goddamn cab, Terrence! I mean, I keep seeing things. I don't know what's real anymore. I keep having these nightmares, and I'm just scared all the time. And I just want everybody in there to like me, but it feels like everyone just fucking hates me all the time, and I have to pretend. I just have to tell them I'm okay. Like, I just lie to everyone all of the fucking time. I mean, that's probably why I became an actor, because I have to fucking lie to everyone all the time and tell them I'm okay, when actually it's taking everything in my power not to slit my own fucking wrists again.
Hey, Whitney. Listen to me. Hey, you have somewhere you can go?
Yeah.
I want you to go there. Okay? Okay? This is important.
Look.
Look at me. Breathe. Just breathe. I'm gonna call you a cab. I'll be right back.
Fuck, are you okay?
Can I come in? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Hey, it's okay.
Haven't seen you that drunk in ages.
Got some OJ for you. No pulp.
Thanks. Did you clean up while I was asleep?
We tried being tidier lately.
Could I have a glass of wine?
I think maybe that's not the best idea. What happened last night?
I'd rather.
That's okay. You can do whatever you want. No, you're going through a lot. And what you're going through doesn't necessarily involve me right now. But that doesn't mean I can't be a safety net for you. If you need, I can give you a ride to the theater. That way you don't have to walk or take the train.
Oh, no, that's really...
What's the matter?
I'll be fine. I have to get back to the theater now. Thank you for letting me stay.
Whitney.
No, I'll see you around, Josh.
Goddess of theater and wine, may her blood run quick and cold to numb the pain of my works, and bring forth what no debt collector could seize. That I'd take my own life to offer, were it payment enough.
Father, I don't want to die. So this is it. Just cutthroat, cold, bitter, and nothing.
I love you, Penny.
But love has a price.
I'm afraid so. On your knees. On your knees. Give me your hand.
Is that the real knife?
Your hands. Your hand.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Why do you have the real knife? Terrence, do something! Somebody please do something! What is going on?
Ladies and gentlemen, if I can have your attention, please, I'd like to ask you all
Terrence, why does he have the
to
real
leave
knife?
very quietly one by one through the exit. Stage manager will show you the way out. I'd like to thank all of you for coming tonight. Whitney?
What is this?
Whitney! I thought you understood. Evidently, I had convinced myself you understood.
What is this? Are you going to kill me?
I'm not going to hurt you.
I don't trust you.
Well, you have no choice now. Put the knife down. Put the knife down. Knife down, please. Phil, what were the words you just said to this wonderful audience? I just had to ask to leave because you stopped acting. You said love has a price. Say it with me. Love has a price. To the back row so they can hear you. Love has a price. Yes. Love, real love, has a fucking price. Until you learn to pay it, you'll be stuck right here. The bell invites me.
Did you forget why you're here, Whitney? You made a promise to yourself. And every day you break that promise. Why?
What do you want from me?
This is about what you want, Whitney.
I want to go home.
You've always known art. Sacrifice. You simply failed to consider the depth of that sacrifice.
This is just a bad dream. I just need to wake up.
Every artist has watched their dreams turn to nightmares.
What do I need to do? I just want to leave.
You decided long ago. This is what you've always wanted. Or so you say. Tell me, Whitney. All those times when you wanted to end it all. What kept you going?
I changed my mind.
But you always said Your love for acting brought you purpose.
I'm a different person.
We both know you're still that scared little girl, dreaming of the day she's finally recognized for all her glory forever.
I don't want to die for it.
And what life would you lead if you were to achieve it?
I'd want more.
It's a hunger that never ceases.
I'm not good enough.
Sure you are. And the good die young. Many have died where you walk now. The price one sometimes pays. You can join us if you like. Join us. You can live forever in death. Live forever in death. Immortal. Forever. Forever.
There are worse ways to go.
Drink with confidence, as Hewlett Grant did, and live forever, as he does, through your work.
The bell invites me.
The bell invites me.
Isaac went willing in the guide of his father's voice, called to become God's sacrifice. No such gentle fate as his, that should be mine. But should a daughter not be so cold-blooded about it? Sure, we all must die someday, but could I have at least found out what I want? Is life just an exploration of desires? No. Life is a stage of burning curtains and men and women who don't know what they want. But what do I want? What do I want? A purpose? A father's love? Oh, a name in every book and every letter sent from here onward. A name worth 1,000 years. Myth and legend tempt us all, but they mustn't be earned by us. No. The men and women who don't even know what they want. They're created by those who follow. Let our faith be in them to choose wisely.
Need you in 2 minutes.
Okay, I am coming.
Something's wrong.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I've got a feeling that our producer is up to something. I can't put my finger on it.
You're just being anxious.
Right, your scene is up in a sec, so be quick.
Okay.
be a victim of fate and the determined plot line.
Did you just knock on my door?
That they'd lay the ground for me.
Did you or did you not just knock on my door?
No, I didn't. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Finished, should I keep Delana, I would look back on what could have been.
Why? Why me?
Listen, Penny. Dionysus has given our family everything.
What about Mother? Did you say that to her when she died of the...
I made my sacrifices! I did what I had to do to bring peace to my home. Peace to my empire. You, your sister, and your mother, you will not use your mother against me.
You shoot at me.
What?
Yes, just do it. Yes, as hard as you can. Am I not a sacrifice to
An
Father?
adult learns to sacrifice themselves. I'd have given every ounce of blood in my body for my sacrifice. But we don't get to decide what we have to lose. Tomorrow at noon. It will be done.
Now we're fucking cooking. Whitney.
Look, I don't have time
I need
right
to talk
now.
to you.
No.
I need to
No.
talk to you. I'm telling you to sit down, okay?
No, it's fine. It's fine. Okay?
Whitney, you are not ready.
Okay, you need to calm down. This is not getting stopped. I have worked way too hard for this.
No, listen.
No,
You
I
need
have
to
worked
listen to
way
me.
too hard for this.
Look, I was hoping it wouldn't get this far, all right?
What do you mean this far?
Whitney, I...
Josh,
Whitney,
don't tell me that you bought a ticket.
couldn't afford a seat. I got you flowers because it's tradition or something.
No, you have to go.
You got something on you.
It's nothing.
Here you are.
Huh?
Here you are. Where you always wanted to be.
Yeah. Look, I'm sorry. You can't be here right now, okay?
Maybe love and ambition aren't exclusive from each other, Whitney.
The flowers are beautiful.
I love you. Just wanted to say that. I'm sorry I couldn't be everything you wanted me to be. I really am.
Okay.
You can bring them to me when this is over, okay?
Goddess of theater and wine, may her blood run quick and cold to numb the pain of my works, and send forth what no debt collector could seize. That I'd take my own life to offer wherewith payment enough.
Father, I don't want to die. So, is this it? Cutthroat, cold, bitter, and nothing?
I love you, Penny.
But love has a price.
Have you made your amends?
Is there anything on the other side?
All I know is that we must wash our hands of this life before we leave it.
Cutthroat, cold, bitter, and nothing. The bell invites me.
Do you want some tea?
Yes, yes. What is with this apron? Whitney, are you still working in the service industry?
It keeps me busy.
Well, I only bring it up because of the money we gave you. You could pay the bills on a place like this for 2 years lot of different ways to stay busy with money like that.
That's not who I am.
Not who you are. Yeah. Just a little baffled how I hire someone I know so very little about for something I care so much about.
Yeah, it's even stranger now that it's all over. It's almost like it didn't even happen.
Almost. Almost. You sound disappointed. Are you disappointed?
Yeah, I guess the memory will live on for, a little while. Anyway.
Indeed.
How's Edgar Bentley?
I don't know who that is.
Our producer.
Our producer is Robert Barnes. I don't recall the two of you ever meeting.
It doesn't matter.
I have to say, I'm still a little taken aback by your lack of alcohol.
Why did you need to make me believe that I was going to die?
I didn't make you believe anything, Whitney. Robert Barnes came to me about a year ago. He says, I've got this thing I want to do. It's extreme. I've got the funds to do it. I immediately tell him about our project, Scorning Roses. So we go to get it at auction, which is a fucking nightmare to get the rights. But part of the deal for the rights is that we do something unorthodox, something raw, something real, something no one's ever seen before.
Okay, so it was all just a big joke with you and your rich friends.
No, not at all. No, I just didn't think you were gonna try to get Philip to actually fucking kill you. I mean, that was an act of God.
I thought I was going to die.
And look what you became. That is acting, Whitney. Truly. Think about all the young, starving artists out there smashing their hands on real glass, digging down into the dirt, grubbing around, looking for any kind of opportunity. Starving artists that don't have anywhere near your advantages, have never had a single opportunity like the one that I gave you. They give their limb for it.
Or their life.
That's right, their fucking life. Their fucking life! And they're remembered forever for it. Romanticized throughout history, beloved. Look me in the eyes, tell me I'm wrong. Listen, dirty little secret. The bottom line is, sooner or later, everybody makes a deal with the devil. I think you're magnificent, Whitney. Truly. I'd love to work with you again. Read it. If you're interested, call me.
It takes a part of you when you give yourself to something like that. And I'm not sure that you can get it back.
But you want to? You'd ask yourself that. Thank you for the tea. I'll show myself out.
got the blues, and I don't love you. No, I can't love you. So if you want to know where I go at night, and if you want to know what I do with my time, lady, I'm sorry. I have got the blues, and I just can't love you. No, I don't love you. And my soul shivers on the back of a rocking horse tonight. Oh Lord, forgive her, my acrobat, who helped me off my mind.